Hello everybody, Dr. Lisa Thompson here of the Digital Marketing Doctor, and welcome to my video course, Lead Generation Strategies Using Google+. I promise you that by the time this training is over, you will have the tools and mindset to start generating 2 to 3 leads this week using Google+, even if you just got started yesterday and never generated one lead online before. Before we begin, let me go over a few ground rules and what this course is going to cover this evening. After conducting the ground rules, we are going to explore why we should be using Google+ as one of our lead generation strategies, as well as the topics for the rest of this video. First, it's very important that you get rid of all distractions. Turn off your social media, turn off your phone or put it on silent or vibrate, and close all browser tabs except for this one. If you have any questions, I highly encourage you to leave it in the comments section below this video, or you can contact me directly at my Facebook fan page at www.facebook.com/Digital Marketing Doctor. Again, that is www.facebook.com/Digital Marketing Doctor. Now, I'm also going to be showing you, in addition to the slides here, I will also be showing you examples online. So some of the activities I will have you do, they will involve you to do them too. I highly recommend that you do the activities that I have outlined for you. Now, let's go on and talk about why Google+. A lot of people that I have seen online wind up being very despondent and discouraged at the time of this recording because Google came out with another algorithm update, which means they're changing their parameters of how people can be ranked in the search engines. And for a lot of people, that makes them very bummed out, because all of a sudden they might be ranking for a particular keyword, and all of a sudden they lose their page ranking, and then they blame Google. But you know what, guys? Google also provides you with some amazing tools, okay, to help you succeed. Now, there's one thing you have to understand about what Google is doing now. Google is really looking for 2 huge criteria when you're going to be searched in the search engines. It's number 1, you have to have quality, relevant content. That is number 2, highly engaging. So if you follow those 2 parameters, do good Google keyword research, excuse me, and use Google+, you're going to really expand your brand and sphere of influence and have a higher chance of success generating laser targeted high quality leads that will eventually lead to customers and sales. And not only just a one-time sale, but repeat sales. So, why Google? Right now, as of this recording, there are over 500 million active users in Google, and it grew faster than Facebook. And the reason for that is in order to have a Google+ account, you have to have a Gmail account. Now, for most people, whether you're in online marketing or not, if you're online, everybody has a Gmail account. Or most of them. I would say probably a good, 75–80%. 60% of those 500 million active users log in every day. Well, if they have a Gmail account, they're probably activating their Gmail account to check their email. Now, here's the most telltale sign, and this is why social media is so powerful, and it's because 2/3 of the economy is influenced by personal recommendations. Now, think about that. How many times have we gone, we went out to eat at a restaurant, or we went to a movie, or we went and we bought a particular digital product based on someone's recommendation. Let me give you a story about that. I go to my hairdresser every 6 weeks, and one day my husband came with me, and I usually like going to the hairdresser on Saturday mornings at 8 o'clock. I'm just an early riser. And while I was there, and I had my husband with me, and he was getting hungry, and I was just finishing up getting my hair done, and we said to our hairdresser, because hairdressers tend to know where all the good eatery spots are, and we said, you know of a great place to get breakfast? And she said, yes, I know this place in Minnesota, up in Brooklyn Park, and in Crystal, New Hope, Minnesota, excuse me, called Fat Nat's Eggs, which is the best eggs in town. And she said, go there, it's reasonably priced, and you'll agree it's the best breakfast in town. Well, after we got my hair cut there, we went up to Fat Nat's and we ate, and it's been the best breakfast in town. We just absolutely love it. We became loyal customers, and then what did we start doing? I introduced Fat Nat's to my family for breakfast, and my husband introduced Fat Nat's to his family for breakfast, and now we have family outings where instead of maybe going out for dinner, we all go out for breakfast. So think about that. Think about how you provide influence in selling your product or service, and you can do it very naturally, and that's why Google Plus is such a really attractive medium, or any social media platform. Now, what makes Google Plus even more attractive? It's owned by Google, and guess who owns the search engine rankings? Google. It's the king daddy. Okay, so if you're playing by Google Plus's rules and using the Google tools, the chances of you getting ranked in the search engine are going to be much higher. So let's talk right now about the topics in the rest of this video course. Right now, one thing that I have always seen when I am doing, when I go out and I'm looking for leads, and I go to different Facebook groups or Google Plus groups, I see a lot of people doing nothing but they're spamming. They're just putting links to their opportunity, links to their opportunity. And it gets frustrating when you scroll down 30, 40 posts that are nothing but spam links till you get to that one piece of relevant content that you need. Well, I want to give you an interesting statistic right now. 95% of all online marketers make $500 or less per month, with the majority, making hardly nothing at all. And that's really sad, and it's because for most people, they don't understand the mindset, and that's what we're going to be talking about with these two particular topics up here: positioning yourself in Google Plus and your customer gravatar. What you need to understand is you have to be ready, okay, to have an understanding of how you're going to enter your market, and you have to know your market. Okay, those are two big concepts. The 5% that succeed in online marketing, and even in offline marketing, they understand those two key concepts. You got to remember this, folks, no matter what you use, whether it's Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, pay-per-click, solo ads, article marketing, SEO, blogging, they're just tools. It's how you use the tools that's going to determine your success or your failure. So if you can master, and we're going to be going into detail about these two items right up here, then you're going to be putting yourself in the best position to get people to really respond to you. You're going to develop an instant connection and rapport with them, and more importantly, they're going to buy from you. And they're not only going to buy from you, they're going to become loyal customers, and they're going to make recommendations, and then pretty soon you're going to be having that passive residual income coming in. We're also going to be talking about setting up your Google profile page, and that's going to be very important to set this up where you want to create an environment for when you want people to stay on your Google Plus page for as long as they can, and you set it up so that when people look at it, they can know you, they can like you, and they can trust you. We're also going to be talking about Google authorship, which is probably the most important component to use right now, and we're going to be going through that in detail. And if you're not using it, you're really leaving a lot of money on the table, because this is going to build your brand and influence more than anything. We're also going to be talking about how to set up a Google Plus page. Now, the Google profile page and the Google Plus page are two separate items, okay? And we're going to be talking about the differences and how you can set up your Google Plus page. And finally, we're going to be talking about the different strategies on how to connect on Google and how to promote your events. And there are so many cool and amazing tools that Google Plus has under the hood, that if you adopt these techniques, and in fact there's one special technique on there called Google Ripple, that if you master that, let me tell you, you're going to get more than 2 to 3 leads a day. You're going to wind up with a tsunami of leads if you know how to use it right, and we're going to be talking about that. Well, this concludes this video, and in the next video I'm going to be talking to you about how you position yourself in Google+. You have to give your market a reason to exist. We'll talk soon, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.